this is Nelco Mal here, signing into the next video. So yeah, pretty much, I finished doing my on helping Jack. Now I'm gonna get to my regular videos now. Oh yeah, for those seeing this, at least for the next week, starting next week though, I'm gonna be doing my relationships and blogs every Monday and Wednesday. I know I've been kind of neglectful with you guys on that part and posting way too much Let's Plays, but due to school and due to generally to me that Let's Plays to me are much easier than doing this. That's why I've been posting most of them, because then I can just sit down, play for an hour, and I have like videos almost for like a month. So I won't be like John Tron. I'm sorry, John, but you have gotten pretty neglectful on your main channel. It's time to act up. I'm gonna be doing my blogs again, and I'm gonna start with something I want to call, on always be proud of your son. I remember, I'm sorry to bring this up right now, but after, the recent massacre we had, the world was like pretty sad. Pretty much I was like, wow, man, these kids died, and, they're not going to have no more Christmases, no more birthdays, Maybe a lot of these kids wanted to be a doctor, one wanted to be a policeman, one wanted to be a graphic designer. Hell, even one of them wanted to be a porn star. Regardless of your dream, pretty much, hold on, pretty much they had like a future ahead of themselves, and this guy pretty much went and killed them. I mean, I'm sorry, dude, what's wrong with you? Whatever you wanted to be famous or whatever, we're taking innocent lives. I mean, whatever your goal, why involve these innocent people? Anyway, this is not pretty much the video. I wanted to talk about, I think one of the reasons as to why there's like cuckoos over there. Many people say about gun control. Gun control exists. It's just that we need to sort of like, address the craziness. And I know one way to do it. Growing up, parents never really tell us, how proud they are of us, how much they love us, pretty much, because in this society I've learned that if you don't grow up a certain way, then automatically that doesn't make you a normal person, and I'm kind of getting sick of that. I pretty much grew up like that, where instead of, at a young age going out to parties, flirting with multiple women, not speaking of reggaeton, not speaking, slang like, mira cabrón, oh, man, mira pendejo, que tú haces. Pretty much I was like, the guy that liked Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. I liked video games. I liked Gundam. So I was actually looked down upon my family, even my stepfather, as a guy who was immature, an idiot, you're not an adult, you don't look like an adult, you're a kid trapped in an adult's body, you can't be liking this, you'll be a failure. Anyway, I'm not going to really talk about it anymore because, it rises up and I'm going to start cursing. So yeah, pretty much because I wasn't growing up like society dictates that I should grow up, then pretty much that was why I was ridiculed. And, that's the thing, parents in the world, it doesn't matter if, let's say, your kid is not out playing baseball or basketball or is not out about cars, and instead he's, I don't know, watching Pokemon, reading about fashion, who cares? Facebook, damn it. Anyway, be proud of him regardless. We're in the United States and the world, pretty much. That's what separates us from everybody else. We can be like very unique. Maybe you can find a guy that talks about, I don't know, skirts instead of baseball, or a girl that talks about a car instead of I don't know what you girls talk about, your hair and dresses and shit. But that doesn't matter. I mean, she's still your son and your daughter, regardless of what they like or regardless of who they are. Be proud of them. Be proud of them because they're your son and your daughter. Tell them almost every day how proud you are of them. Support them in their dreams and whatever it might be. Because that's why there's a lot of cuckoo people. Because let's say you have a kid that likes goth music and dresses black and draws and writes poems. He pretty much gets ridiculed because to them that's not something a normal guy does. No. I mean, be proud of him. You know, you don't know if this guy all of a sudden becomes the next great poet or becomes the next great designer. Support him, even if you don't agree. Be like, you know, I know you're not playing out baseball and shit, but I like your talent. You have pretty much talent in this. You know, be proud of him. Tell him how much you love him. That's very important, people. You know, regardless of what they choose to be, always be proud of them. You know, I like it like that better, honestly. It makes unique people because if pretty much everybody live on how society dictates us, it's a boring world. You know, I don't want to have a guy that always talks about baseball and sports. You know, I want to talk about a guy that, you know, talks about Pokemon, talks about cars, talks about planes, and talks about fashion stuff, even though I'm not into the whole fashion stuff, but it's kind of cool to see someone who's unique, who's different from everybody else. And usually in this world, pretty much people who are different from what society dictates pretty much end up being successful. You know, that's how it is, you know. So, parents, be proud of your children. Tell them how proud you are, even if you don't agree with how they're growing up, what they're liking. You know, that's important because people like to feel loved. People like to feel supported. Support them in anything, you know, if it's photography or if it's this and that, support them. Anyway, this is Nicoman signing off.